Hey guys, Strawman here, coming at you guys with another episode of You Are Too Late to Buy This. I got this comment on my last market watch that said that, and I just started cracking out laughing because sometimes my market watches do consist a little bit of, well, I told you guys like 5 times. If you didn't listen, well, too bad. But, you know, when I call things, I call things. I'm pretty proud of myself. But jokes aside, welcome to the Market Watch, guys. If you guys like this, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe. If you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost too. Let me know what we're going over in the next Market Watch in the comment section below. Any buyouts I missed or any questions on cards. I love it when you guys ask me to go over cards. It's one of my favorite things to do because if you guys don't know, I'm all about community. And when we're all asking questions, doing all that, I love that. That's why I love doing the live streams, especially, which are every 10 p.m. Central. There may be one tomorrow, depending on how I feel. I'll be just opening some stuff, but I'm not really too sure yet because I want to try to give you guys a middle of the day live stream. Also, thank you to all my YouTube channel members as well. Consider being a YouTube channel member. And we're going to get right to this. If I seem a little bit out of it or my voice is a little bit off, by the way, it's because I actually came down with a cold. Now, this was a bit more apparent on Tuesday's live stream, where I just thought it was really bad allergies, and I didn't understand because, I took my allergy medicine, all that. Wednesday, it got worse, and, I was like, I'm probably sick with something, so if I sound weird, apologies. We're going to get right to it. So, Daigousto Phoenix, Dual Terminal 6. Now, I went over this card when it was about $7, $8, $9. Telling you guys, hey, you should get this for Splite. If they don't play it, there's not too many of these left. It used to be considered one of the best rank 2s in the game. As you can tell from the effect, it was a very different time. You target face-up when monster your turn, it can attack twice during the battle phase. People used to use this in rank 2s to get over stuff, all that. But right now you have near mints for about $13 here. But when we go to near mints and we go verified here, we have two copies here, 6, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. No one's buying that. But we don't have that many copies left here. So if you guys don't have your copy of Daigousto Phoenix, I would make sure you at least have one copy. Zoro, the Mattresses of Flames from Justice Impact. This is bought out to $17, $20. Now, I talked about this card when it was about quarter to up to about $1 and explained why it's also a pretty good penny stock in that video. But this card is now $20, which it's so wild to me that Justice Impact keeps having these buyouts and these cards go up, yet the actual sealed product itself can't hit $60 for a box. Even when there's a lot of money CRs and a lot of CRs are requested in that set as well. And that always baffles me. They go up to $23 here. Justice Impact has been out for quite a while at this point, that I'm shocked that Konami hasn't had any of these cards on its list to reprint. This set definitely needs some reprints. Relona, the Mattresses of Ver. These are about $2.5, $3 here. These are still quite low if you do want to grab these. Now, the CR Relona looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, I actually ended up pulling one of these in a pack battle versus my fiance. And what was really great is usually she ends up whooping my ass every single time we do a pack battle, a tin battle. You guys have seen her on the channel. So this was like, I love this card because not only of the artwork, but it was one of the only times that I won a pack battle against her. Probably one of the only times, to be honest. But for those who don't know what this card does, you had to match the spell trap from your deck to your hand. As long as it's just summoned, right? Really good over there. And then return one of your banished level 4 or lower spellcasters or monsters to your graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Mattresses monster you control. Equip it with a Mattresses monster from your graveyard, except a level 4 monster. You can only use each effect once per turn, but at least you don't have to choose. This card's pretty good. CRs right here are about $39. But they kind of go up, as you see here with that shipping there, about 40. Next page hitting up about 45 here. Again, CRs are pretty good to invest in because a lot of people see them even higher at a higher rarity than ultis. Personally, I find CRs as half ultis. Usually I prefer ultis, but sometimes the new ulti foiling out OTS just doesn't look that good for cards, so I would prefer CR at times. And I think that's where a lot of people actually are. If it's an old ulti, hands down, I would choose the ulti 100% of the time over a CR. But when it comes to these newer ultis with how upsetting their foiling looks. I'm not really too sure. Also, just my advice here, if you have, you know, a girlfriend, a wife, fiance, a mother, a female friend, or whatever, have them open up your product, because sometimes they could just bring absolutely great luck. I've seen it more times than I could count. Artemis, the Madras's Moon Maiden, ultra rares here. These are still $18, not 19. I can't believe this is lower than Zoro, but you know, this is played in, you know, the Invoked engine. This is played in Ultrageist, actually, for those who don't know, as well as other decks as a one-of, because it gives you something to link off. You can also play a little a Magister package, right? And it's basically a link one for, you know, the deck that gets you popping. This card, again, like more Genesis Impact cards, need a reprint, but only $18. You know, people have tried to buy this card out. It just doesn't work. Never has a ton of listings, but it's always about average. Now, CRs here are about $70. Yeah, going up to maybe, you know, $80 here. I think CRs aren't a bad investment if you could get a deal on it, to be honest. Now, Chaos Scepter Blast was a card that was brought up on my last live stream on Tuesday, and I was actually flabbergasted on how good this card is in the current meta. And you guys might be thinking to yourself, I see Dark Magician of Chaos. I'm looking at a Chaos Scepter Blast on my screen right now, and I heard this man say something about meta. Is this some vintage values type shit? Is he smoking on that crack? No, I'm not, okay? Let me explain why this card is good. So if you control level 8 or higher spellcaster type monster, which, what meta relevant engine plays that? Dogmatika, right? Maximus and Floridas are level 8 or higher spellcasters. They're both level 8, actually. What am I saying? Higher. They're both level 8. So if you control that, you banish one card on the field face down. Now, not only do you banish it face down, and it's a quick play, that's already really good, because even if they're supposed to get effects or whatever, it's face down, so it's not. The card doesn't target. A banish face down target, non-targeting, that is amazing, right? You can't really power creep this card. This came out of Duel Saga. Now, the other part about this card that's really good is that it's not even a once per turn. If it's destroyed by your opponent's card, you can special summon a Magician of Black Chaos or a Dark Magician of Chaos. And let me tell you, you're not summoning this because it's banned. But a Magician of Chaos, which, to be fair, and it ignores the summoning conditions. Now, would I play the brick? Probably not. But if you're playing multiples of these, because again, not once per turn, and your opponent ends up doing something to destroy it or whatever, and you chain this in response, you're able to banish something face down, you're able to not only go one for one and remove a possible problematic card, and your opponent waits to pop, but you're able to get out this guy, which, to be honest, if you're getting this guy and you get to see him on the field, you already won the duel, right? Jokes aside, though, Premium Pack 1 Magician of Black Chaos, I love this card, how it looks. By the way, these are only about $3 right over here. There's a lot of lightly played, but once we go near mints here, quickly goes up to $3. Now, I'm not going to say to invest in this card heavily, but make sure you have maybe a copy or two. But if you have a deck that can play this, why not get a playset and just play it out? You know, for $6, worst case scenario, you got a cool card, right? And with its only printing and having Dark Magician of Chaos on the card, I think it's going to go up. Now, the Secret Rare, so I actually have a misprint of this, and I really, really love it. I actually have to show that on Instagram eventually or somewhere, because I know you guys, if you guys don't know, I have Twitter, Instagram. I post trades, I post cards that look cool. Go follow those in the description below. But these are about, for lightly played, $2.34 here. Near mints are about $5, but they go up to $8 here. Now, I told people a long time ago to grab these around, you know, like anywhere from $2 to $3 here, and then they went up to about $8 to $10 card, and they're roughly still that, because there's only maybe a handful of copies, not even 10 copies here, until they go up to $8. You know, as you see the graph here, it's always held around $7, $8 since then. I think this card, if it goes through another buyout, it'll stabilize at something higher and higher. And for those who don't know, some cards, they can't exactly get bought out, and being a promo from a premium pack, this card's quite hard to actually buy out. As well as a lot of people underestimate premium pack. I mean, Mizuki premium packs were $12 or less for a very long time, and look how popular Zombie is, and you have to play Mizuki in basically every Zombie deck. This card, while it may be hard to buy out, you know, it is possible. Now, next page, they go up to 47. I don't think people are paying this, but you could get some cheap copies over here for, you know, $5, $7, $8 here. I would recommend getting these, actually. Now, Dogmatika Flirt is the Knighted over here from Rise of Duels. Now, if you guys don't know what this card does, which if you don't, you haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! For very long. During the main phase, your opponent special summons, if monster special summoned from the extra deck is on the field, you could just special summon this card from your hand. So that's just, you know, whatever. And then if you control another Dogmatika monster, you can negate the effects of one face-up monster in the field until the end of this turn. So if you keep this in hand while you have Ecclesia or Maximus or whatever, not only do you get a free special of this card, but you get a free negate, and it's in your hand. So your opponent, as long as they know you don't have this in hand, can't necessarily play around it. Dogmatika monster declares an attack. You make all of them gain 500 attack, and that's permanent, right? Which is really good. First eds are about 12 for lightly played, 12.50 for near mint. For Rise of the Duel Secret, this is just way too cheap. Same thing with Maximus over here. Maximus is also used in the window engine if you want to make a window with Schism and you're playing the Dogmatika package. It's actually really easy because all you have to do is play one main deck Schism, and then yeah, it takes, I think, three slots in your extra deck, which if you're playing the Dogmatika package, you're playing stuff like Intis, all that. It's more of stuff to send, which isn't a bad thing. You play one of these, and not only are you able to get pops and extra bodies on the board, as well as tech in a rank 8, but you're able to make a window by sending Apcolode and, like, let's say Construct. That's what I play personally, but it can work with any Shadal card. You know, you send to Apcolode effect to search the Schism, and then you can make a Schism on your opponent's turn by banishing the window and the Construct in your grave. It's great, honestly. As well as Schism popping a card. Now, Dogmatika Ecclesia, OTS Tournament Pack 18. These are about $42 for near mint, and even I see it all the time, and I just don't know why OTS 18 is this cheap. If you don't have these, I would make sure you have them while you can. A lot of people also ask me what you should spend money on. Zeus is amazing, this is great, and this is great. Like, I really think all three OTS 18 ultis are way too cheap for what they are, and that can go through a buyout at any moment here. I think that Dogmatika are, at worst case scenario, going to be a rogue engine for a very, very long time. That's worst case scenario. Now, I actually completely forgot, but the shirt I'm wearing right now is actually the shirt that I was wearing to make the template for Market Watcher. So that's a cute little reference. Now, Comic Cane from Dragons of Legends 2 Secret. I told people to grab this in my 5 cards having my trade binder, which, by the way, thank you so much for 110 likes on that video. I'm really happy I was able to get a second one out for you guys this month because you guys really love that series. It's actually gotten more likes than any Market Watch this month, which is pretty insane. Now, what this card does, by the way, is if you control a Tomb World, you equip an opponent's monster and you take control of it, right? So it's essentially Snatch Steal, and it's treated as a Tomb Monster. However, if your opponent controls no Tomb Monsters, which usually they don't, if not always, it can attack your opponent directly. However, if Tomb World's not on the field, it destroys this card. This card's honestly amazing. Now, these were about $3 when I told people to pick them up, with some lightly playeds at $2 here. Now, you see some lightly playeds at 3, near mints at 5 here, but when we click on near mint over here, we have 1 for $4, 5, 6, oh man, I hate doing that math, like 6.5, 10, and then 12 here, with the only wall being a play set at the $10 mark. You still have time to get this card. I still think this card can easily hold a double-digit number. So if you're getting these for 4s or 5s or 6s instead of the $3, you're still making a lot of money, and it's still not too late to pick up some of these cheaper copies. If you have to pick up some of the lightly playeds, I mean, it's too cheap anyway. Just try to get the near mints for a little bit more. Victory Dragon, I told people to also grab this. And it's really funny because someone said, oh no, this is never going to get bought out, bro. It's never going to get bought out. Well, you got one here for 25, 33, 39, $40 here. And that's from Verified. Okay. And that's for near mint, mind you, here. Oh yeah, and then you have one here for 50. Now, when you add lightly plates here, you do have lightly plates for like 10, 12, 13, a little bit over here, but you don't have that many. So if I were you guys, I would grab some of those lightly playeds while you can. Exo Sisters here are going up because of the new support that we're getting in Power of the Elements. This deck can play Dimension Shifter, and honestly, I cannot wait for this to be my main deck because I love strikers, but playing that high IQ of a deck for too long, I can't. I could do it for certain decks like Medolce, but strikers I can't. 243 for your Magnifica. Exo Sister Michaelis here is about $95 to $100 here. This card always kept trying to get bought out, and I guess it finally is bought out. You know, Grand Creators being hard to find as well doesn't really help. Exo Sister packs here at $61.62. Sophia's are about $60 here. You got Exo Sister packs at about $25 going up to $26 here. Now, I actually have spare Exo Sister stuff because I knew it was going to be a good investment. Now, I love how this card looks. I actually kind of want CR Paxes just because I just love the detail over here. It kind of reminds me of Black Bullet. If you guys actually have ever watched that anime, it's not that great. I'm not going to recommend it, but it's a lot of fun to watch, you know. Don't go in there expecting a 10 out of 10 anime. Sit back and enjoy it, and I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it. The opening's amazing, too, you know. But that's what Exo Sisters remind me of. They just remind me of Black Bullet, and I really like that. Card's great. You know, you got your Sophias at how much here, actually? $17. I do have some Grand Creators, by the way, that I actually ordered to open up on the channel. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do... I'm probably going to do a video, but I'm going to do one on live stream as a pack battler or whatever. Exo Sister Michaelis here is about $11 here for her Ultras. Again, glad I kept my stuff. Magnificas are about, you know, $7. It's always nice. The thing that's really nice about Dimension Force is that the set always has some type of value in its Ultras. Like Frenzy, it's $3 or $4. It's really low, but at least it's something. You got Magnificent here at $7. You got the Field Spell for Therion at like $8. And you have a lot of $1 to $3 Ultras. Now, you have these Supers kind of creeping up here as well for the Elise, and that's about it. Evil Twin Trouble Sunny and as well as Evil Twin Kisakil is also played in Exo Sister because of a new card that we're getting that I forgot the name of. But I'm going to explain the combo really quickly. Essentially, you're able to you know, send this, right, get some cool effects, and then you're able to send this, and then you're able to you know, put this on the field and remove your opponent's card so they control as much as you do. It's a little engine that basically takes just this in the main deck plus the new spell and this card in the extra deck. Now, Ultras are going up because of that at $4. Right over here, Starlight Rares are about $3.45, going up to you know, $3.80, $4.30. I ended up selling one of these at $2.20, and honestly, I really do regret it, but I got it at like I think $60, so I can't be too upset here. Again, Burst of Destiny, still an amazing set. In fact, they sell a box at $80. I would pay $80 for a box of Burst of Destiny. In fact, I probably should have had some for the channel. I mean, you got these at 41, DPs at 38, Moyes at like 20, you know, 23s on those, 23, 15, you know, 8s. Chaksu's at that price. You know, you got the Ultra Rares being worth money. Was that Tremora at $4 or $5? Hold on. No, okay, no, I was imagining stuff, but going up to $4 though, huh? That's something. I mean, Ice Shades just aren't good, but man, do they look pretty. You got, you know, the Ultra Map at 2, Super Brandon Red. You know, you got some other cute little stuff here. That's worth a bit of money. You know, the set's not bad. Evil Twin Kisakil. CRs, I told people to get this a long time ago. $80 here. I want to see how much the regular Ultras are as well, because I did not bring that up, actually. We have 53 listings. These are about $5. You know, I think Genesis Impact, again, it's worth getting a box or two of Genesis Impact if you're trying to open up sealed. A lot of value you could get here. CR Kisakil's here. 95, 100, going up to 150. If you guys want your copies at 100 or less, you got very little time to grab it. If you do, please use my affiliate link. Tongue Twister. Now, there's a guy in my comment section where about once every month, maybe once every 3 weeks, tells me this card is bought out. And every time I look at it, there's between 1 and 2 sales. And this every 3 weeks or a month, mind you. 1 or 2 sales on TCG Player. This card is not bought out. In fact, maybe just to help him out, I'll buy one of these $17 lightly plates. Maybe if I feel like wasting money today. First in your midst, 25, going up to 70, going up to 150, going up to 300. I'm going to give you a wild take here. Nobody, even if someone buys that cheap copy and even the $70 copy, nobody's really paying this amount for this card. Not at all. Cyber Dragon Infinity Originals from Breakers of Shadow here. First edition lightly plates are 17, going up to 20. Yeah, but, you know, there's still 17 over here. But they go up to about $30, $40 here. For your near mint. So I would actually grab these while you can. I'm not shocked because not only are we getting the new Cyber Dragon support, but this is a OG Breakers of Shadow secret rare, and these were low for way too long. Meteor Black Comet Dragon from Invasion of Vengeance. I had this on my 5 cards every trade binder as well. First I lightly played, you see here for about $3 here, but when we click near mints, you got 1 copy here for about $7. You know, 2 for about closer to 9 here. You know, 10 and then 11 here, going up to $15. So if you didn't get your OGs while you could, you have to sell for light plays or not at all here. Goes to the past ones. We're seeing more listings here. This had like 70 listings. I guess more people notice that this isn't a bulk card anymore. Because a lot of these are in bulk, and that's another reason why I told people to get OGs. $2 still regardless for your reprints. Now, Spirals actually had a top recently with Magician Souls and Illusion playing that package. And I think people forgot how good Spiral is with Magician Souls. Now, this card targets a Spiral monster in your graveyard and you special summon it. And if you do, equip this card to it, right? This is really good, especially because it's equipped, so you can search any equip. These are about $6.75, $8 for your supers. Going up to $15. So I actually have one of these signed by MCO40, funny enough. I love that guy, by the way. Spiral Double Helix from Circuit Break. Now, this card still doesn't have a reprint, and I always told people, this is probably one of the, when it comes to Link 2s, this is probably one of the best dollar Link 2s you could probably get as an investment, because Konami doesn't like Spiral. They really don't want to have anything to do with this deck. So this is the, whatever we have out there is whatever we have out there. First and near mints are about $2 over here. Going up to about, you know, 3s probably, right? If we go near mints. Yeah, going up to about $3 here, going up to 4s. You know, a little more shipping. Make sure you have at least 1 or 2 copies of this card. Super Agent, this was literally quarters. I told people this was really cheap because all Spirals those. So if you want to spend McDonald's money on it, go for it. $2 going up to 3. Again, if you spent quarter on this, you got a couple copies, you made some bank. You have Spiral Quick Fix, OTS Super 5 here. You got 16 here for 75 cents. Not a bad penny stunk. Then Asa, if you guys don't remember, Spirals All Earth. These have sold for 400. Well, actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna call it about 470 because less than 1,000 sales for a over $400 card here. I'm gonna only count 1,000 and above. And some people might be thinking, oh, well, that's not too fair. Too bad. Cry me a river. That's my rule. And people might even say in the comment section, oh, well, when you were a seller and you listed expensive cards, wouldn't you want them to people to buy and not discriminate based on sales? Look, buddy, some of these people who have all these sales, you know, they still make mistakes. They might not know how to handle higher cards here. You know, they're very new to this, right? When you're spending this amount of money, do you want to spend a little bit more to get someone who knows what they're doing? Or do you want to make, for your $400, a gamble for absolutely no reason? I told people when I was started doing this, I didn't list cards above, I think, $80 till I got up to 1,000, something like that. Unless they were like a current meta card from like a set, like a DPE or something, like that. You know, and not, you know, I think I'm at like 5,000 sales or something, you know, and I know what I'm doing. And some people still prefer the 25,000 and up. I think 1,000 plus is fine. You make your own rule with it. It's your money. It's never bad to be safe. Also, shout out to the guy. He actually donated to me on my last live stream, which thank you for that donation, by the way. Saying, yeah, he had faith in this buyout, and, congratulations. He already profited, which was nice. Sell that 500, can't even be mad. Legendary Dragon of White from World Superstars here. Now, this set sucked when it came out, and I'm going to get into why once I click that, and I go after Dark. I will get this card, 43 listings. You have near mints, because that's all I really care about right now. $38 here. But once we click verified over here, 38 bombs out 50 bucks, going up to about $100. It's a great collectible card, and I think this is a card that is worth PSAing. Same with Magician of Dark here. Collectors love this stuff. People didn't go crazy when it first came out. This set, every card store had this still, and it wasn't like these were. They were. I don't know if they were short print exactly or not, but they weren't extremely short print. I know that for a fact. 40 bucks here, because you always see these in a person's trade binder. Now, the reason why this set personally sucked was because it had Galaxy Soldier, which is a good card now, but wasn't then. It wasn't a good card for a while. This card didn't see play. This card did not see play. This card, Rango Bongo, as people like to call, great card. I actually, now, funny enough, I played this in Stellar Knights, and it was great because you'd easily be able to put 4 level 4s. I wish we still had this card. In fact, I haven't played Stellar Knights in so long. I bet this is still in my extra deck. I kind of wish that because we're getting more heroic support, they would give us this card, but I guess not here. But I used to play this card for people to shut down. I still think this card is good. But back then, I don't think anyone topped with it. So that's the thing. You had Gagas here, but the only thing you really had was the Seraphs, right? And this was played in Stellar Knight. This was the only meta impact this set really had, and a lot of people at the time were, and for years, people weren't playing any cards that came out of this set. So this card cannot be used as an XYZ material for an XYZ summon, except an XYZ summon that uses 3 or more monsters. So Stellar Knights always use level 3 or more. But now you could go into Ball Terror and do that stuff. But back when we got this, you couldn't, and if you had a Seraph in hand, it's better to go the long way. So if you normal summon or special summon a Star Seraph monster, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do, draw 1 card. Right? So what you were supposed to do is you would normal summon this, you'd add the Seraph, right? And then you're able to special summon, get a draw, and do all that stuff. Now, when you XYZ summon with this card, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. If you do, you can draw a card, right? So this engine allowed you to not only make your rank 4, and that's why people actually played 2 Deltaros back then, because 1 was completely free with this stuff, and you got to draw 2 cards, as well as to get a free pop. Going second, this was great as well. But yeah, these are now, I don't care about the dual power versions. I only care about the secret rares, to be honest with you here. 40 cents. I still have my copies. Just because I like this, and I feel like that if this is ever relevant again, it would be wonderful, but it probably isn't. But this is the only thing that was relevant out of there. Millennium Eyes Restrict from Legendary Duels here. These are about, I only care about near mints here. About $19 going up to 22s here. Going up to about 35 on the next page. Make sure you have your OG Ultras. Secrets are about 18, 19s as well. I like both. That's why I have both. This card just looks absolutely gorgeous. And I actually really like playing Millennium Shaddolls. Because with Millennium Eyes Shaddolls, not only was it a fusion deck in general, which was really great, but you could play instant fusion. You can make all the awful fusions. Like you can make Shukanaga, which is really good. I love Shadol Shukanaga, not as much as Construct, but I really love Shukanaga because it's basically Solemn Strike on crack. You could play this. The deck could go second. The deck could go first. In fact, I actually might play a Millennium Eye Shaddol deck again, and I might take it to a regional and see if I could get an invite. Would that be interesting, guys? I'd probably get there and decide to do other things instead, but might be fun, right? Ancient Gear Fusion Legendary Duel Season 1 here. $1 for your secret rares. This is not bad, seeing how this card was always $10 plus. we're getting some new support with it. Ultras are about 3 or 4 here. So if you want to get OGs, it's not too much. Secret rares are gorgeous, and then you have rares for basically bulk. Ancient Gear Megatron Golem here. This card still is a super rare with no reprint. $6.40 going up to $8. If this was an ultra, it would probably be about $20 here. You know, and I don't even have filters on here anymore. You know, going up to $15 here. Might want to grab this while you can, because unless it's in the next Legendary Duelist, actually that's what I would do. I would wait till this upcoming Legendary Duelist and see if this is in there. Now I actually want to look at Illusion of Chaos very quickly as well. Now right now these are, you have some copies here for 32, but they're going up to 35. You have a wall here for $35 as well. But I think that this card can quickly go up to about $45 once we get Legendary Duel Season 3. Now, I want to look at what the Starlight Rare is. Starlight Rare is... Also, I don't really like how we have this on TCG Player anymore, because it's right over here. We can see where the set is. I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Players can't read, but maybe that's why they put it. 163 for a light play, and your limits are 180, 190. It's too cheap to get rid of as a what person who has it personally. Like, I always expected to save 400 or 500 very quickly, and it never did. I still think Starlights are cheap if you want to grab these. Now, Millennium Eyes Illusionist, ultra rare. Quick effect: you can discard this card, then target an effect monster your opponent controls. Equip that target to an Eyes Restrict Fusion monster or relinquish you control, as it were equipped by that monster's effect. If an Eyes Restrict Fusion monster or a relinquish is special summon, add this card from your graveyard to your hand. This is not optional, so it's not optional, sadly, so that you have to remember that. But, you know, the card is really good because I don't believe that relinquish or one of the new effect monsters, you can only have one material to it, right? And once the card's special summoned, you get to add this card from your graveyard, which is really good. So, it's a level 2 spellcaster, you know. I really think that this Millennium Eyes stuff, maybe I'm being an optimist, guys. Please snap me out of it in the comment section below. But I really want to play, like, Invoke Shaddoll with this engine and just make a bunch of fusions, but make it go in second. Like, you play Lightning Storm, all the other stuff, and you just start popping off that way, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being stupid here, but let me know in the comment section below if I am, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.